Alright everybody, what is going on? We are taking a look here at the new Dirty Fireworks Vegeta that is released on JP and Global Dokkan. We are officially synced, so we're getting these units at the same time now. Mine is at 79%, just to kind of give you guys a baseline with what we're looking at here. 12 additional, 12 crit, and 20 dodge is what I went for. This guy, I'm not super impressed with his kit. Maybe he'll surprise me once we get him actually in game right here. The big flaw with this guy before we hop in is that he doesn't get any multiplicative buffs in his passive. He's got a lot of stuff in here. You know, after he attacks, he gets like 48% damage reduction. He gets 48% dodge chance, which isn't great. He does create rainbow orbs, which is nice, but yeah, he just kind of gets start of turn buffs. So he gets 180% attack and defense when facing one enemy, and then he gets 50% attack and defense per key sphere up to 500%, and then he gets an additional 50% attack and defense after you fall below 50% HP. So, what to say about this Vegeta? So right now we are going up against 3 enemies. I wanted to hop into this fight because I think we're going to be able to use the bombs to our advantage and actually lose HP. So that's going to kind of be the plan. Looks like we can get 10 orbs right here. I'm kind of tempted to throw Vegeta in slot 1 right here. Oh, we can't get 10 with him though. Let me grab these, and then hopefully that'll drop the int key spheres in a way that we can still get 10. So I don't really like these opening rotations, obviously. If I wanted to go for the win here, I would do something like this, where I put Tech Vegeta in slot 1, but I don't really want to float the showcase unit. I didn't actually look at the friend yet. The friend is at 90%, and they are at just like level 4 links. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to start out against multiple enemies, just to kind of see what he's looking like, and then I think we're going to switch to maybe Cell Max, and we're going to see what he looks like against one enemy. So this Vegeta is a stacking character. He does stack, yeah, so we'll see how he does right here. Let's go ahead and grab these orbs. That's going to cause us to lose some HP from the bombs, but we heal some back because they were AGL orbs. We can get 10 right here, so we're starting out at 56,000 defense. Obviously not good. We are missing out on our 180% buff right here from the start of turn. I believe after we get these orbs, we would just take this 56,069 and multiply it by 6. That should be our defense at that point, because I don't think we're getting any other support on rotation. So we're at 56,069. You multiply that by 6. So we should be at about 336,000 defense after we collect the 10 orbs right here. So let's collect them and see if I'm right. And we are at 336,420. So yeah, pretty much right on the dot from what I was expecting. Let's go ahead and do that. Vegeta does get 20% attack and defense, or I'm sorry, he gets 20% defense, 50% attack with each super attack that he does. And we need to do 5 super attacks in order to activate the second part of his passive, where he gets like double orb changing and all this crazy stuff. So I'll go ahead and shut up and let's get going, because it's been 3 minutes and we haven't seen any footage of Vegeta. From here on out, I'm going to stop yapping because I have already done a full breakdown in my calc video. I just wanted to kind of get my bearings straight before I hop into this video. Part of it isn't just me refreshing it to you guys, it's actually me refreshing what he's doing to myself. I do have his kit pulled up over on the side on Dokkan info, but it's just nice if I kind of refresh before I hop in here. So looks like we probably could have put Vegeta in slot 1 right here. We might have been fine. Vegeta does have, what is it, 18% dodge and 30% damage reduction before he attacks, I believe, and then after he attacks, he gets the additional 18% damage reduction and 30% dodge, so not the most reliable ever. His attack stats are pretty low right here. I mean, 5.7 obviously is not very good. That's under the Goku and Frieza damage threshold, for example. Obviously, he does stack attacks, so as you can see, his attack stats are getting higher and higher, and then after he uses his active skill, he does get a permanent 50% multiplicative attack buff from the active skill, so that will help out. Let's see how we do right here. This is type disadvantage, right? 249, obviously not very good. Definitely not great right there from Vegeta. That was type disadvantage, but I mean, this Trunks does not hit hard. That was a little bit disappointing to see, especially after a triple super like that. So we'll see. We'll see how things are going to go. We do have a Vegeta on each rotation, so I don't have to cut or anything like that. We are running Vegeta's team, so we should be okay right here. Yeah, Tech Vegeta's got it in him. He's good. All right, so on this next rotation, it's going to be a lot better as well, because we're going to have Vegeta's support and this Tech Broly right here, his support as well. Okay, so here we are. We've got King Vegeta. We've got King Vegeta's support up right here. Wow, okay, so all of the AGL key spheres are bombs. That's good. Yeah, this is, not very cash money. How do we want to do this? Let's put Tech Broly in slot 1. And we'll grab the STR key spheres with him. Now this is going to hurt us and heal us at the same time, so let's grab them and see what happens. Alright, I'll take it. And then we can grab these for King Vegeta. Okay, so how is this Vegeta looking? 455k. We're getting the nice buff from these guys, so that's why his defense is a little bit higher. Plus, I think he has some defensive skill orbs on him. Yeah, so he's got these on him. Mine just doesn't... He doesn't have any stat increasing skill orbs on mine, so this guy went kind of similar. I don't know that you need to go full additional, but, you know, whatever. I don't... I've given up, like, recommending builds to people, because people are just going to build the characters however they want, so... It is what it is. Tech Broly should be fine in slot 1 right here. The friend Vegeta might be in trouble if he gets supered by Tech Trunks again, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If we do die, I don't know, I may just switch over to the Cell Max event, because clearly this isn't working out, but, you know, it is what it is. Geez, can we attack more in slot 1? If I had known it was just going to be a normal parade, I would have put Vegeta in slot 1, probably. That was a little bit ridiculous there. Alright, nice 4 million damage, and that we just get 1 super attack, okay. He gets a guaranteed additional super attack whenever you're above 50% HP. So, you know, that's definitely good. The other Vegeta on the other rotation should have the extra 50% defense and the 50% chance to crit activated from falling below 50% HP. If I go ahead and switch over to here real quick just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If HP is 50% or less at the end of turn, you get an additional 50% defense and a high chance of critting from that turn onwards. So, or from the end of that turn onwards. So like this Vegeta now has that extra 50% defense, which is why his defense is a little bit higher right here than it was at the start of turn last turn. The question is, who do I put in slot 1 here? Man, we are just getting absolutely railroaded with these orbs. Okay, let's do this. I want to get... You know what? I think I'm going to do this, actually. Let's grab all of these. I mean, this is going to hurt us, but we've got to do it. Let's grab... Can I grab the physical orbs? No. Man, this is the first time that the bombs have really been a huge issue for me in this fight. Let's grab those, and then we'll grab the STR orbs, I guess. We're probably dead here, which is crazy, but yeah, the bombs have been a big issue. We actually have too many AGL key spheres. It's a little bit crazy. All right, nice. We're getting some good dodges in right here. We're at double digits, so that's good. We're getting our attacks in. Okay, so we're at 7.18. Our attack stats are ever increasing. We are getting support from STR Broly right here as well, which is nice. All right, we're not really getting additionals, though. This is Goten. Let's see how we do against... Nice, we dodge it. There we go. So that's that 48% dodge chance, or it was a hidden potential dodge. I mean, we can't be certain. That was definitely a little bit more impressive than eating 250k on his first turn. You know, very easily we could have just dodged that 250k shot, but... you know, 48% dodge chance isn't exactly the most reliable dodge chance, right? Like, it's not like a 70 or even a 60% dodge chance. Like, 70 I feel pretty comfortable in. 60 I can have some confidence in, especially if I've got, like, a full dodge build on him as well. But 48 is like, you know, it's like 50% dodge in general I'm not super high on. So you go just 2% lower than that, and people are like, 2% doesn't matter. It's like, I don't know. That 2% matters, okay? Listen, you guys may not think it matters. I'm real hung up on that 2%. I want it. I want the 2%. All right, this should be good for STR Broly. He should be able to get mostly fully built up right here. Remember that his AoEs count as 2 supers, so we have 2 build-ups right now. Now we're going to have 4 after this AoE, and he needs to do 5 to fully build up. So if he gives us a hidden potential super, does that count, or is it supers that he has to do to build up? I can't remember. Let's see. Let's see how he does right here. 145. I mean, we just died, so... I guess I'll hop back in, because I would like to see him... well, I mean, I think we've seen what we needed to see, honestly. Let's go ahead and switch over to Cell Max, I think, and see how he does in there. I think this fight... We could try another run in here. Let's try it. Hopefully we get better luck with the bombs. All right, we're back in right here. I think we're going to do basically the same rotation, except for I'm going to float this friend Vegeta because my Vegeta is in slot 7. So let's go ahead. We'll throw Tech Broly in slot 1 right here. This is going to be a really good turn for this Vegeta too as well, because he is getting... He's getting this guy's support, and then he's going to get this Vegeta's multiplicative support. So remember that this Vegeta does give 30% attack and defense on super attack if there's another Vegeta attacking in the same turn. So he'll be giving that extra 30% support to this guy, which will be really huge because this is his support on super attack is a passive phase 2 support buff. And this Vegeta doesn't have any passive phase 2 buffs, and so it's going to be a direct multiplicative buff to all of his other stats that he's got going on. So it is going to make it, you know, like way more potent. I guess let's take out... Is Trunks the one that makes the bombs? I can't remember. So let's grab that. Man, this is unfortunate. I guess let's grab the bomb right there. And then... Dude, this is rough. I mean, we got to get rid of these, right? Like, we can't really avoid them. That gives us 10 orbs. Let's do it. All right, we only lost about half of our health right there. That's fine. Because if we're below 50% HP, then we'll get his high chance to crit and all that stuff up for the next turn, for turn 3. Or I guess this guy would be turn 4, so... All right, Tech Broly's going to... Nice, he's going to dodge. Very good. Oh, we're actually not below 50% HP. We're actually just right above 50% HP. That kind of sucks. 18 hasn't... I mean, 18 isn't going to be able to do damage to King Vegeta, or... I mean, she's not even attacking, so... I mean, she did, but... You guys know what I'm trying to say. We're not going to get below 50% HP. So he starts out at an 8 million. That's definitely, like, really good for his first turn. We got all 10 orbs. He got King Vegeta support buff up. He's got Tech Broly support buff up right here. And then we also... Yeah, like I said, we already got 10 orbs, so... This is definitely... He's looking pretty good right here. 9.7, not too bad, not too bad. Remember that Tech Broly gives crit support as well, I believe. So... Well, no, he only gives crit support in slot 2, doesn't he? Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, that was a good turn from Vegeta right there. That was definitely... I mean, it wasn't, like, super impressive, but it wasn't... You know, it was actually, like, a competent turn from him, which is nice to see. Let's keep STR Broly on rotation, I think. Ah, dude, these orbs are so bad. I guess I just kind of have to eat this. And then we'll grab those. Oh, man. Dang it, dude. The orbs are so bad. All right, let's grab those. And then for this guy, we'll just grab these. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this base Vegeta. I don't really have a ton to say about him other than I don't think he's very good. Now, people are going to be like, ah, Jordan, you don't even have his intro buff up. And it's like, yeah, I know. But I feel like you should be able to handle this Bio Broly Magnificent Battle or whatever this is. I feel like I haven't really struggled much in here. I feel like every time I've hopped into the stage, I've had very little trouble clearing it. And Vegeta's giving me some real trouble here. Part of it is his orb changing, or I guess it's King Vegeta's orb changing, actually, that's hurting us because he's making more bombs. So I guess this fight just is not built around this Vegeta at all. It's very, you know, disadvantageous for him. Maybe I'll cut and I'll come back, like, once we get some relevant footage for him, but I don't know. I feel like we're getting a lot of good footage. It's just a matter of we're not really... I don't know. Things are just kind of happening here. Personally, I would like if my post-Worldwide Celebration Dokkan Fests were just, you know, completely unhinged and dominating the game. This guy's in, like, the Tech Bardock slot, right? Like, this guy, I remember I was really low on Tech Bardock whenever he came out. People were crazy about Tech Bardock whenever he released. They were like, oh, he gives you Scouter, the Rainbow Orb changing, it's so crazy. Like, I attribute this guy also to kind of Tech Bardock. I think his stats are, like, way too low. I don't really think he's that impressive, and I think we're about to get a special celebration unit. You know, for Bardock, it was the Gammas. I think for Vegeta, it's about to be the Daima units that are basically going to overshadow him, like here in like a week or two. So we'll see what's going to happen to our boy Vegeta, but outlook is not great for him. The other thing, too, is he doesn't really have any teams. I know that sounds weird, but, like, if we look at it, his 200% leaders, You're not running him on Int Broly because he's not on uncontrollable power. This Frieza isn't a team. You could run Tech Vegeta for sure, but I mean, so that's like his one team other than himself. And then these two are dead, of course. So, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see the vision. You know, I don't. Maybe. Oh, this is bad. Okay. All right. Well, this is rough, huh? I guess let's throw him in slot 1 and let's see what happens here. I am gonna heal, by the way. Yeah, how about we get some footage in this showcase and we don't just die to the freaking bombs, man. What in the world? Oh, we're getting supered immediately by Goten. All right, if this kills us, we're going into Cell Max. All right, we do survive. All right. I might get annoyed here in a minute, and there might be a cut, and we might be in the Cell Max event whenever we come back, because we have 16 minutes of, like, useless footage here of just Vegeta getting absolutely bodied, you know? Like, and it's not entirely his fault. Part of it's just the bombs. Like, the bombs are absolutely screwing us in here, man. It's crazy. It's King Vegeta's fault. He's creating too many AGL orbs, and there's just bombs everywhere. It's crazy. Crazy. Never have the bombs been an issue in this fight before, but you know, it's not going well. I mean, at least we're accomplishing my goal of getting footage of Vegeta. He's just doing all these really low, really small, really terrible attack stats. I mean, that's good to see. You know, whenever we have characters like, I mean, Tech Broly is an LR, sure, but whenever you have a character like him who's just popping out, like, you know, a 30 million into a 20 million, and they just gave us, like, Tech Gogeta, like, I'm really just like, man, I should be filming some more Tech Gogeta videos right now. Like, would you guys rather see more Vegeta videos or more Tech Gogeta videos? Like, what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see this bum AGL Vegeta, or, you know, let me know. Let me know what you want to see. All right, we should be fine to keep Vegeta in slot 1 right here. Unfortunately, STR Broly does not have Prepared for Battle. He kind of came out before that was a thing. And then this guy doesn't have his Saiyan Lineage Link level 10, so we're missing out on an extra key from that. We'd be just a little bit higher. Not going to matter too much. Looks like we can get 7 orbs. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, we got rid of Trunks, too. So we're good on the bombs for a minute. Jeez. Let's see. We can do 3 orbs right there. That's pretty good. That'll give us a little bit of support. So this Vegeta's at 508k, and that's pretty much his defense. Like, he doesn't have any multiplicative buffs. He's going to stack, and it's going to get a little bit higher from the stacking, but, you know, 500k defense with only, you know, 30% damage reduction at the start of turn, 18% dodge chance, so he's not really a slot 1 unit. After he attacks, he's going to be fine in, like, slot 2, but as, like, you know, this guy only has one team, his, and he's like, if you're leading a team, especially if it's your only team, you need to be a slot 1 unit. So, like, Physical Rose needs to be a slot 1 unit because he's pretty much the only leader for super bosses. Same thing with AGL Broly, right? That's why those 2 units, they work well complementary on other teams because they're not slot 1 characters. Whenever you're leading a team, you need to be like Tech Broly or Int Broly, right? Where they can just sit in slot 1 and handle that pressure for the team because they're most likely going to be on opposite rotations. So that's just making up 2 of your 7 team slots. You need them to be able to hold down that slot 1, so... Alright, we're facing 2 enemies here. How are we looking? Can we get AGL Broly's domain yet? It's not turn 6, so I don't think so. No, we can't. Okay, so we can get Tech Broly's active skill up. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's grab these. I mean, that's going to hurt us. Again, I'll just use a Senzu Bean. Like, I do not care. Like, I have no pride. I have no honor. Well, actually, we should be fine. Like, I don't think we really need to use it right here, because Tech Broly's not going to take damage. And then AGL Broly should be fine as well. So, I'll grab these. That'll heal us up a little bit. Yeah, we should be fine. I'm dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight here at, like, 28% HP. But, you know, listen, we're going to be fine. Everything is going to be good. No issues are going to come up. Tech Broly's going to do his thing right here. And then AGL Vegeta's going to do his. Whoo, so 21.9. That's pretty fun. So, Yeah, as you guys know, I'm definitely not a huge fan of this Vegeta. If I haven't conveyed that point to you yet thus far into the video, that's kind of just how it is. I feel like this video is just full of, like, bad footage, but I mean, at the same time, it's important to see these guys in separate situations. So I'm getting 20 minutes of footage here of him against multiple enemies. I want to then maybe get 20 minutes of footage against him against like one enemy, especially someone like Cell Max where he's going to have type advantage. And that's going to be a pretty good fight for him. So yeah, see, here he is at 4.65. I mean, that's just bad. Like, let's call it how it is. A 4.65 attack stat hasn't been impressive since like 2020. You know, like that's just like, that's not good. That's simply pretty bad. So the nice thing about this guy, I guess, you know, on one hand, it's like he's bad because he doesn't have any multiplicative buffs. The good news, I mean, other than his stacking, he has his stacking and he has his active skill, but the active skill is just for the attack, and the stacking is 20% for defense, and that's what I care about. So, what was I gonna say? I already forgot. Oh, on one hand, you know, it's bad that he doesn't have any sort of buildup. On the good hand, he doesn't have any sort of buildup. So, like, you don't have to worry about babying him. It's not like Cell Max where it's like, oh, man, we gotta, you know, make sure he gets his hits in. It's not like Evolution Blue Vegeta where it's like, okay, we gotta get 5 hits in for the revive. You know, it's just, he just does what he does, right? Like, he is him, and he stacks. I mean, he's not him. Let me rephrase. He isn't him. No. He's not him. But, you know, he just does his thing, and he kind of works. So, there is value in that. And he is creating rainbow orbs, but, I mean, you can probably, like, if you're like, oh, man, I'm trying to, you know, find a good rainbow orb changer for your teams, I think I would definitely rank this Super Easy A STR Broly above him. So, this is going to be a good rotation for the Dirty Fireworks. Part of me wants to... So we could probably kill AGL, Goten, and Trunks with the active skill, I think. So let me do this. So this is going to be 5 out of 7 links activated. And if I grab this, we'll get support for STR Broly. So that's going to give us a little bit more support. We're at 410k defense right here. Let's go ahead and pop the active skill and just get this animation in the video. All right, so he did not KO Goten and Trunks. So I will be resetting the rotation. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back on rotation right here. You know, if we had KO'd Goten and Trunks, I would have just left STR Broly in slot 1, but clearly that didn't happen. So let me turn the skips back on right here. We'll go ahead and just skip, and we'll just get rid of Goten and Trunks. Hopefully it crits again. That'd be nice. There we go. I mean, definitely a little bit lower damage right there because we didn't have STR Broly support up. But I think we had the same links activated, so not really a huge deal. We can get the 10 orbs, so let's see how we're looking. And we are at 1,000,000 defense. Okay. So, I mean, 1,000,000 defense, not too bad. It's going to go up a little bit as well because we're going to be able to get STR Broly support. So, you know, 1,000,000 defense with 48% damage reduction and some dodge chance. Like, definitely not too bad. We could be doing a lot worse off than that. So I'll take it. I'll take it. The good news for this guy as well is that a lot of the bosses right now are STR. So with this guy effectively guarding and having damage reduction against every boss in the game, that is going to help him out. Did you guys see the attack stat? I don't know if that cut off or not. 13 million right here. He's doing some higher attack stats now because we got his active skill off. The active skill does give him the permanent 50% attack buff for the... I mean, permanent. It's for the rest of battle, so... Yeah, not too bad. I think on the next turn, we might be able to get my Vegeta's active skill. I don't know. I don't know if he's done his super attacks. In order to use the active skill, you have to do 4 or more super attacks in battle. And I don't know if we have that with the other Vegeta or not. I don't think we do. Based on his attack stats being so low last turn, I doubt we have that up at the moment, but maybe. Maybe we do. I doubt it. I mean, it is You know, turn 7 is pretty deep into the fight, but yeah, it looks like we still don't have that activated. Okay. Let's use Tech Vegeta's active skill right here. I should still have the skips on, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, so we can use that. Let's throw him in the middle. We'll pop the Big Bang. Of course, of course. Just get that in the video. And we'll slide this guy here. All right, so there we go. I'll go ahead and cut probably right here. Well, maybe we'll get one more turn. If we don't KO Krillin here, we'll get one more turn. If we do KO Krillin, obviously, I will just cut, and we will come back against Cell Max, and we'll see how he does there. Cell Max is going to be a nice fight for this guy. It's going to be a really just like a juicing showcase, right? So we'll probably run the same team. This is a pretty solid team for him overall. We have characters here that activate his links. We've got King Vegeta for support. King Vegeta's pretty good against Cell Max as well. STR Super Easy A Broly's not the best against Cell Max, but as long as he's not eating supers, he's usually fine. And with two, you know, a Vegeta on each rotation creating rainbow orbs for him, it should help out quite a bit. So, all right. There's Vegeta. I guess we are going to get one more rotation here because I don't think... I mean, this guy might KO, but I doubt it. These new Supreme Magnificent Battle stages that they gave us right at the end were pretty tanky. They weren't very... Well, I say they weren't challenging, but here they are piecing us up on this team. But overall, they weren't like the most challenging fights ever. But they are pretty long and they are pretty tanky, so it lets you see these characters at like a nice level. All right, so here we go. Vegeta, after he does 5 super attacks in battle, does change the entire field of orbs to AGL. So that's what we're seeing right here. Vegeta's at 710k defense before we even collect orbs. So let's go ahead and collect these. That's going to give us his entire buff. It's also going to be a full heal, which is really good. We're at 1.75 million. Now let's go ahead and tack on AGL Broly's domain, which is going to give us another 10% support buff right here, which is going to be another, what, 175,000? So we're going to go up to like 1.9 million defense right here. Yeah, there we go. 1.92 million. It's easier probably if I pull it up on this screen. That way you guys can see it. So, you know, looking not too bad. Let's go ahead and grab these. How are we linking up with King Vegeta? We share 5 out of 7. Okay. So let's see how he does right here. This is going to be another really impressive turn from Vegeta. Now that we're on turn 8, right? Now he's starting to look impressive on turn 8. So 18 million attack stat, 2 million defense. What was it? 18% damage reduction or whatever. And then after you attack, it goes... No, 30% damage reduction. And then you get 18 after you attack. It goes to 48. It's the reverse for the dodge. Anyway, yeah. So, you know, by turn 8, this guy's looking pretty good. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and cut. At least we got the KO screen. We got the active skill. Let's go up against Cell Max, and now let's get the intro buff going.
You're in for a treat. You see, I've managed to learn a little new trick during my time on Earth. Like how to control my power level.
You know, I feel like most people would say a new little trick, not a little new trick. Thoughts? Thoughts on that, guys. All right, so let's throw them in slot 1, I guess. I don't know, or we could just do this, maybe. Let's do this. We got the triple base Vegeta rotations, so you guys know how this goes. You get the double leader rotation, and of course, we get the triple same name character rotation. Like, yeah, man, that's super cool. The friend is rainbowed in this run, so that's pretty cool. By the way, you may be noticing this isn't Cell Max. Jordan, you said we're going up against Cell Max. There's not a single friend Vegeta on the friends list, and there were 0 against Cell Max. So here we are against Gogeta, the next best STR boss I could think of on Global. And this guy went full attack crit equips. All right, so this guy is just bank on the active skill being an absolute dog bomb. So let's grab these. We are under 50% HP, so if we can kind of maintain this level, that'd be good. I'll save more orbs for the other AGL Vegeta, maybe. This should be able to get 6, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, we'll give him more since he's having to take attacks. The number of orbs that you give him doesn't really matter in terms of like his additionals or anything. The only thing that the orbs matter for is like their stats at the start of turn. So it's more important to give him like the 7 since he's actually having to take hits here. It gives him more stats. So these guys do have their intro buffs up. I didn't actually show it here. I'm sorry. I forgot to show their defense. I'm bad about that. But yeah, they did each have an extra 180% attack and defense at the start of turn this time. So we should be seeing some better attack stats from them overall. So even though we only got a few orbs, like we should be seeing some overall higher attack stats throughout this run. And in this one, I will cut a bunch until the Vegetas are on each rotation. So like I won't show you guys next rotation, turn 3. I'll cut and come back on turn 4 whenever we have a Vegeta on rotation again. So I didn't really cut a whole lot in the last 3 million, huh? Oh, that's bad. But I didn't really show many turns last time because we weren't, like we had a Vegeta on each rotation, so there was no need to really cut. Since we're going to have a turn without a Vegeta, I'll cut, after this AGL Vegeta does his thing, so we're up to 5.25. Dude, these attack stats start out so low. So low, man. Alright. Yeah, listen, I like my units to be good on about turn 4 to 5. This Vegeta seems like he gets good around turns 6 to 8, so I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, so here we are back on rotation with Vegeta right here. Welcome back, everybody. I'm tempted to put King Vegeta in slot 1 right here. I am tempted to do that. How many orbs does he need to get his special support? Is it 3 AGL orbs? Is that what he needs? So he... Goodness. Reduces damage received with 3 or more key spheres obtained. Additional damage reduction of 18% with 3 or more AGL key spheres obtained. That's it. Pure Saiyans Vegeta family category allies. Tank defense 30%. Chance we're going to blah, 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 blah. So 3 AGL key spheres gets him his extra damage reduction. I don't know that we're going to be able to get that right here. I mean, unless I do some funky stuff. I want to save these. Alright, let me do... I guess let me do that, man. I don't know. Let's grab those. We'll grab all of these. I'm really doing this in an order that I don't want to, but it is what it is. So 782k defense here. That's actually not too bad. I mean, that's not terrible. That's much better than I was expecting from him right here. So we'll see. Oh, we're getting supered immediately. Please dodge this, buddy. Please. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, let's see how he eats this. We do have 30% damage reduction, 700k defense. It's not great. This is not great. This is not great. Okay, so here we are back on rotation again, turn 1. We have the double Vegeta rotation again, because of course we do. So here we go. We have Tech Broly support up, 199k defense for each of them, pretty much. Let's see how we get down right here. So we can grab these orbs. We can grab the Tech orbs, that's 7. And then we can grab whatever AGL key spheres drop, so another 7. Okay. I'd say it's going to be pretty common with this guy creating rainbow orbs for you to be able to get them anywhere between 5 to 8 orbs. 8's going to be a bit on the high end. I'd say 5 should be pretty consistent. 6 and 7 probably you'll see pretty often. So starting out at the 6 million attack stat, you know, we're at full HP right here, so we do get the guaranteed additional super, which is good, because that does give us the other stack. Hopefully he gives us a triple. He does not. Okay, let's see what the friend does right here. Again, the friend is Rainbow. This is the same friend because it is a dev friend. So he starts it at 5.3. No links activated for this guy. Unfortunately, they didn't give this Vegeta big bad bosses for some reason. So his links don't really matter. He's got some links, but it's not like big links that you need activated, right? Like he's not really a character where it's like, oh, you got to get Vegeta link leveled. Like, Like he's got a few that'll definitely help him out, but he is not a high priority link level character, right? Really nobody on this team is. There's not anything like make or break on any of these characters. So anyway, we'll cut. We'll come back whenever the Vegetas are back on rotation. All right, hopping back in again. I kind of stopped doing like the same intros here. I feel like I'm getting really repetitive in this video, and the commentary is like not up to par for what I would want it to be. Let's give Vegeta a second shot right here. So let's go ahead and transform with Tech Broly. Or maybe I should just do this. I mean, this is the safe play. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's not be dumb, right? Let's make safe, smart decisions here. We can get 8. So we can get 8 orbs right here, 2 shy of the max, and we are at 608k defense right here. Yeah, that wouldn't have been enough to go in slot 1. Let's grab those. And let's see how we do. Just get more and more footage of Vegeta. So it seems like pretty common that you're going to see this guy anywhere around like a 3 million to like a 6 million attack stat, depending on how many stacks you have and how many orbs you got, you know, what support is around for him. Seems like that's going to kind of be the general range. And then after you get the active skill is where you're going to start seeing the real numbers. So right here, we're at about 8 million. We do have support from King Vegeta. And then we got 8 orbs, so not too bad. See, we're at about an 8 million attack stat. We did get 2 stacks last turn. Now we've got 2 stacks this turn. And we actually got a triple. Okay, so we're up to 5 super attacks in total. So next turn, on turn 5, we'll be able to use this guy's active skill. Oh, and he's also going to change the entire field to AGL. Nice. That's actually a really good dodge right there. I just... One thing I'm not going to like about this Vegeta for sure is that he is not consistent. There is nothing predictable about him. It's like from turn to turn, it's like, okay, what is our HP at? How many supers have we gotten? You know, what support is around? There's just going to be a lot of questions with this guy. You know, how many orbs are you able to get? These are all going to be questions that you have to ask every time that you use this Vegeta. You know, it's not as simple as throw Vegeta on the team and it works. It's put Vegeta on your team and see what happens. You know, it's a little bit more complicated. So let's grab these 7 orbs. I wish I could have gotten the int ones, but of course you can't pick your orb pathings. We can get 7 again right there. Again, 7 seems to be decently common. 553k defense right here. Definitely not very good. I mean, that's just not... It's not good. But let's see how STR Broly holds up in slot 1. He doesn't have many super attacks in, which is why I was a little bit concerned. Does he even have any super attacks in? I don't know. I've forgotten at this point. I can't keep track of everybody's stacks, okay? I can't do it. So as far as like a premium Dokkan Fest, should you summon for this character? No. No, you shouldn't. I mean, first of all, his banner is horrible. I mean, like, actually one of the worst banners I have ever seen. I mean, there is 0 value on this banner. If you're like, maybe if you just are missing the entire game, maybe there's some value on this banner for you, but... I don't see it, man. I'm sorry. This banner is actually just one of the worst ever. We'll keep Vegeta in slot 1 right here. I'm not going to use his active skill. We have type advantage here, so I'm not too concerned. I want to save his active skill for the end and get like a big nuke against Gogeta at the end here. So let's grab these. I'll keep AGL Broly on rotation to be able to get his domain sooner. I guess I can pop this guy's active skill. It's not going to hurt anything. So let's grab that, and then we'll grab the physical key spheres right there. Okay. Let's see how he does. So we have 5 stacks in, which is why the full field changed to AGL. Dodge this. Nice. That's actually really good. Sweet. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's either the 20 dodge from the hidden potential system or the 18 dodge from his passive. After he attacks, it goes up to 48%, but before it's only 18, so that's not too bad. We're above 50% HP, so we're getting these stacks in. That's definitely really, really good. I don't so much care for the extra 50% defense buff and the crit chance. I don't, like, that's not important to me. I would rather just get these stacks in. That's what matters to me. So I'll take it. Definitely will take it. There's a good shot that we might one-turn STR Gogeta right here. I mean, we'll see. I'm a little bit concerned about the Tech Gogeta floating... What's it called? I'm a little bit concerned about the other Vegeta on the other rotation. Because how many stacks is he going to have? So we floated him on turn 1. So he should have gotten to there last turn. So he should have some attacks in, right? I can't remember. We'll see, because this next phase is the Super Saiyan Gogeta phase. This is going to be the hardest phase for these two because it is tech. So having our weaker Vegeta on the tech phase is probably not going to be a super recipe for success, but if we keep him in slot 2, we should probably be okay. Looks like we are going to KO STR Gogeta right here. That's good. Oh, well, maybe it's good. Maybe it's actually bad. 25 million. Woo. Very nice from Carnival Broly. I love this Carnival Broly. This is exactly what like an LR, like a premium LR should be. Like no restrictions, just tight design, fun character, big attack stats, big defense. Just really, really good. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah, we got to put Vegeta in slot 1 and we got to hope for the best, man. I mean, that's about all we can do. So we can get 8 orbs right there. We'll take it. We got to get him... Perfect. 3 AGL key spheres for the extra damage reduction. And then we can grab 4 key spheres here for the support. So we're at 617k defense. If there's a super attack immediately, we have to dodge it. And the friend is built full crit, by the way, so we're dead right here. Full crit build's really helping us out right here, isn't it? 2 million damage, huh? Pretty good. I mean, there's nobody else who could have gone in slot 1 right there. All right, so we're back here against the physical phase. I figured I would just skip the first one right there, and I figured that this should be a decent rotation for my Vegeta right here. We were able to get 4 orbs with STR Broly, so obviously he's going to look really crazy right here. We have Tech Broly support up, so I figured, oh, okay, STR Broly, never mind. STR Broly's just going to one-turn these guys, so actually this is going to be a bad turn for my Vegeta. My Vegeta, all right, well, never mind. We'll just, we have the other Vegeta on this rotation, so we should be fine, but, jeez. All right, man. Relax. Relax, my guy. Okay. What do we want to do here? I think let's just keep this Broly in slot 1. I think that's what I want to do. Can I get... That's pretty good. Let's grab those. How are we looking on orbs? I can get 8. 8's pretty good. I'll take 8. 8's not too bad. 528k. Okay. We're above 50% HP, so we should have the extra super attack, right? Is it when attacking, or is it just at the start of turn? Do they make these passives so long these days? Plus an additional chance of hitting any attacks, blah, blah, blah. And if HP is 50% or more, launches an additional super attack. I think that's when attacking, so... If our HP falls below 50% HP before Vegeta attacks, then we wouldn't get it, but we should be fine. Gogeta's STR right here. Like, Broly was not going to take enough damage to get exploded right here. This is the fight that AGL Broly is balanced around, right? So he's clearly going to be okay right here. 8.38, again, I mean, that's kind of just that number we've been seeing, that kind of like 6 to 8 million. 3 million if we get unlucky with orbs, 6 to 8, kind of in that mid-range there, and then 9 million right here. They're not impressive attack stats, but, I mean, he's getting the job done, kinda, right? Where would I rank this Vegeta in terms of TURs? I don't know. He's not really providing any value. Like, what is this Vegeta providing to you? 158k type advantage right there. I don't know, man. Like, what is this Vegeta providing to you? Like, if you're a player out there, right? Like, tell me, because I know there's some of you out there that, you don't have accounts like mine, right? So you're looking at this like, oh man, I really need to strengthen my account, right? For those of you out there who have maybe like a weaker account or something like that, what are you guys seeing here? Because I'm not seeing anything, you know? Like, I look at this and I'm like, wow, this is like, there's literally zero value in my account to like having this guy. What are you guys seeing? Like, is anybody out there who's like, man, I really wish I had this Vegeta so that I could get X done? Like, what is X? You know, is there like a mission that you're like, oh, this Vegeta's really going to help me out with that? Or is it like, oh, Battlefield, like suddenly I'll be able to clear this one fight? Like, what are you guys seeing in this Vegeta that's just making him feel valuable to you guys? I want to know, because I'm not really seeing anything. So let's go ahead and transform. I think the skips are on. There we go. Get the domain buff up here. Nice. All right, that's big stats to everybody on the team. We'll go ahead and get this guy transformed as well. Grab those. How are we looking? 6 orbs. Perfect. Okay, let's grab them. 602k defense. Not impressive. That would be impressive if he was getting like 50% attack and defense when performing a super attack, like in his passive. Like if he had a passive phase 2 buff that was even just like 50% attack and defense on super, right? So you would just take that number and multiply it by 1.5. And suddenly he's at like 900k defense right here after he super attacks. Yeah, like that'd be pretty decent. Wouldn't be perfect, but it would definitely be a bit more impressive than just straight up 600k. Like 600, I look at that 600k and I'm like, man, that is just, that's rough. That's not good at all. Oh, is he gonna super? Do not super this Vegeta in slot 2. 8.24. Again, there we go. Just 8 million. 8 million is what we see all the time. This is still that same friend, by the way, with the crit equips and the attack equips. So you can see mine at 79% link level 10 compared to this guy right here with all the attack equips and everything on him. So it's still a good comparison, right? All right. Nah, that's good. Whew. We dodged that. That's good. That's I did not want the smoke, man. That is good. At the very least, this Vegeta does have dodge. Like, at the very bare minimum, he does have some dodge in his passive. and dodge can allow units to... It's kind of like a get-out-of-jail-free card, right? It's not going to happen. You're not always going to have the card, but occasionally these characters can just pull out the get-out-of-jail-free card. I mean, that's why God Goku has kind of lasted as long as he has, and I actually think God Goku is probably better than this Vegeta. But part of the reason is God Goku gets that get-out-of-jail-free card, you know? Like, he's just got 60% chance to dodge. So if it's like, oh man, God Goku's good against normals, but if he eats a super, it's like, I mean, Truth put him slot 1 against Goku and Frieza, and God Goku held his own. Like, I don't know, like, what more of a review you need other than seeing God Goku go slot 1 against Goku and Frieza, right? Like, that's about as good as you get at the moment, so... I probably should have kept King Vegeta on rotation. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Ooh, 137k, not great. Not great, not great, not great. This Vegeta hasn't even done 5 supers yet, though, so... I mean, that's kind of expected. Oh, more stacks, more stacks, more stacks. We're getting up to 7 million with mine. This is with no links activated because we're next to the Tech Vegeta. I could have transformed the Tech Vegeta and gotten links activated, but it doesn't really matter. All right, here we go. We should have the other Vegeta's active skill. Yep. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and pop this one. Let's play the Dirty Fireworks, and then we will just throw Vegeta in slot 1 right here. So let's put him in the middle, and let's pop it. So this is the friend with all the attack equips on him again, just to show you guys. You can see right there, he's got all the attack equips, all the crit equips. He's got 24 crit on him, so let's see what happens here.
You're not going anywhere! Dirty fireworks.
Thank you, friend. You know, good crit right there, man. Let's do this. All right, let's grab those. Full heal. How are we looking? Million defense. All right, not terrible. Let's grab these. That was probably a mistake. Oh well. We can get 2 orbs with STR Broly still. That gets us some support. So let's see how Vegeta looks. So the nice thing is that whenever you use Vegeta's active skill, it does give him his damage reduction and dodge right away. Because so his dodge and damage reduction activates when performing a super attack. So since we use the active skill, that counts. 18 million attack stat is pretty good. I mean, this is good. No crits again. Come on, buddy. Crit! You got a full crit build, my guy. 20 million right here. This is where he starts doing real damages after the active skill, but... I guess, man. Nice. There we go. This is an impressive turn. This is a showcase turn right here. There we go. Finally. But, yeah, I don't know. No crit. No crit after all that. Like, come on, buddy. So let me know what you guys think about this Vegeta. Again, I do have a calc video up, so you guys can go check that out. Again, I'm not super impressed with him. Maybe you guys are. You can let me know your thoughts. But yeah, for a post-Worldwide Celebration unit, this guy doesn't feel very good. This guy feels like he should have come out maybe in, like, I don't know. Like, if this guy released in January, I'd be pretty impressed with him. Like, if he came out during this Gogeta fight, I'd be like, yeah, man, this Vegeta's pretty crazy. But just knowing that Goku and Frieza fight's on the horizon for this guy... Like, he's only going to be effective in there because he has type advantage against the final phase. But even then, you're going to have to get him through the 17 and Golden Frieza and the 17 phase. I think the 17 phase is going to absolutely manhandle this guy because you're going to have, like, no stacks going into that. And if 17 just decides to super this guy, it's going to be curtains. So, let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time.